After spending a few months soaking up the sun in Bali, we fell in love with the beautiful beaches around Uluwatu. Here are our top 10 favorite beaches you won't want to miss.
Good morning. We just arrived here at Batu Barak Beach, and it is a very unique beach for sure. It's absolutely gorgeous, but more so than that is the incredible journey to get here, and that was absolutely beautiful. It looked like the road was carved through a huge limestone cliff. This is one of the few beaches as well that only has a few steps that you need to climb down in order to get to the beach. So from where you would normally park your scooter down here to the beach, it's like a 1 minute walk. So it's super close, it's super accessible. There are, I don't know, maybe 15 steps and that's it. So out of all beaches that we've seen so far, this is definitely the most accessible.
We didn't come too early, it's just 9 a.m. So, yeah, you don't have to wake up too early to come here.
You do have to pay an entrance fee to get here. We paid together 35,000 rupiah, and we have the beach all to ourselves right now.
If you want to enjoy a bit more space on the beach, maybe come during low tide. I think it's also a good spot for families if you have kids, just because the water is very calm. Also, there's these shallow caves on the right side, and if you want to enjoy a bit of shade, you can definitely stay here. So it has a bit of everything. Just one thing to note, there's no amenities here, no public restrooms or any place to get some food or some water. So maybe, yeah, bring your own if you come here.
Okay, so failure number one, either come here on a scooter or get someone with a car to wait for you, because what we did, we got dropped off by car and then we realized there's no reception down on the beach. I had to walk about 15 minutes uphill to order a car. Just remember that much, you won't have any reception. This beach is famous for its surfing. We've already seen quite a few surfers coming down the stairs here.
The way down to the beach is not that difficult. There are quite a few steps, but it only takes about 10 minutes and there is shade.
So we did get down here and it's absolutely beautiful. The water, honestly, this looks exactly like the Maldives.
Yeah.
In terms of colors. And there's so many surfers here. It's obviously a very well-known surfing spot.
We haven't seen any more rooms for now, but there are a few ladies on the beach that sell coconuts and some other drinks, I think.
I don't think we're gonna spend too much time here because it's already getting really, really hot outside. We are now at one of our favorite beaches here in Bali, here in Uluwatu, called Dreamland Beach. We've been here several times during the day. We've been here for sunset as well, and I think so far it's either our favorite or one of our favorites for sunset for sure.
Yeah, it's one of the best beaches to catch sunset.
Yeah, so we sat down at the main war room of this place. I think it's called Dreamland War Room. We're just having one of our favorite local beers.
We can't vouch for the food. Oh, we haven't tried the food actually.
It's really easy to get to now. It only takes about 10 to 15 minutes from the main Uluwatu area. You can see Bingin Beach right there, right in front of us. And from here actually you can see Single Fin as well, the corner over there.
Yeah.
If you stay in the Bingin area or the main Uluwatu area around Single Fin, it's so easy to get to any of these beaches here.
The overall vibe is very chill. It kind of reminds me of Bingin Beach. And if you come during the day, the water is really warm. It's very blue. The beach is beautiful. The sand is very fine.
We are now on our way down to Nungalan Beach. This is one of the very few beaches in this area that we haven't been to yet. And honestly, if you could see the view right here in front of me, just have a look. This is absolutely incredible. So tell us, what's the most exciting part of this beach?
So this beach has a mysterious shipwreck and no one knows where it came from. There's all kinds of different theories, but yeah, it's a mystery, which is kind of the cool thing about it. Oh my god,
Did it bite you?
man down. They found a tiny spot that I didn't manage to put on repellent.
Yeah, I think I already have at least 3 mosquito bites. Wait, this is a bit confusing. This one here says the Nungalan Beach to the left. This one here says the Nungalan Beach to the
It's
right.
actually the beach, and that's just a water room with pool and drinks.
This forest is very different to what a forest would look like in Ubud, for example, which is the kind of tropical, very palm tree-like forest, whereas this one, we said this looks almost like sort of Mediterranean kind of vibe, doesn't it? So yes, this is quite a wild environment. Loads of mosquitoes, monkeys, plus the fact that it's very slippery. So be careful when you come here. Make sure you do wear shoes. Do not come here in your flip-flops. Other than that, take your time. It's a beautiful setting, so enjoy it. We finally arrived here at Nungalan Beach. Let's see what it looks like. Wow, this is so beautiful.
And this greenery behind us looks very, I don't know, Portuguese-y.
Yeah,
Right?
it doesn't look tropical Balinese necessarily. It looks like something you could find in Europe,
Yeah.
potentially. They've got some sunbeds as well. They've got some dogs.
Yeah, and the sunbeds are very spread out.
Right there, sorry. That's the shipwreck. Okay, let's go explore. It's definitely going to be on our list to come here for a full day of sunbathing. This is incredible, honestly. Such a setting. I didn't even know this existed.
This is such a beautiful contrast between the blue water, the golden, almost white sands, and these beautiful green cliffs. It's one of a kind.
Well, we've been in Bali for a while now, and I love it that we still can be surprised
Yeah.
to this extent.
So as far as we know, there aren't amenities over here, so I think it's best to bring your own food if you want to eat something at some point.
Yeah, you can buy water and coconut there. You can see that. But
Yeah, but that's kind of it.
I don't think there's food. Yeah. Just got off the beach right now. We are going back and around to another beach called Niang Niang. In the meantime, we have huge news.
We found this little thing, and I'm not sure what it is. Looks like a pumpkin.
Looks like a sea pumpkin.
Yeah, it's cute. I don't know.
Is it purple?
Yeah, it's purple, white, and gray. I just tried taking this cute video of a monkey, and the greed in that monkey's eyes when she saw my phone, she was ready to pounce. I had to get out of there.
The monkey was like me when I see food. Exact same look in their eyes.
I mean, she was ready to trade my phone for food, for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, be careful with your belongings when you're around these monkeys in Uluwatu.
We've got a 10-minute journey to Niang Niang. Let's go because sunset is coming.
Yeah.
Change of plans. Partially because we're extremely sweaty, and partially because it's already a bit late. And I think we would miss sunset, but what we'll do, we'll head back home and then go to Niang Niang beach either tomorrow or the day after. I have to say, I loved it. This was a very beautiful beach, and we do recommend anyone and everyone who's around Uluwatu to come here at least once. But this was exhausting.
I mean, to be fair, you can take your time on the way up, but we were in a rush because we didn't want to get killed by mosquitoes.
And also we were still kind of hoping we'd go to the other beach.
Yeah.
We'll see you at Niang Niang, but not in 10 minutes, in about 48 hours. Here we are on our way to Niang Niang beach. We were a bit reluctant to come here today because the weather's been a bit on and off. It's been quite cloudy today, but sunset is approaching and it's not too cloudy now, so hopefully we'll get to see a good one. We are up here at the first viewpoint, and right in front of us there's Laura's filming that now. I'm not sure if you can see them behind me. There's about 4 or 5 different guys paragliding. I really want to try this now.
So there's currently a low tide, which makes the beach look more interesting because you can see a lot of seaweed. So if you want to go for a swim, maybe come in the morning when the tide is high.
Last time we were here, it was right in the middle of the day and it was so hot. And right now, as sunset is nearing and we're in the shade, this makes such a huge difference. So 100%, please do yourselves a favor. Come in the evening or in the afternoon because it's so much better.
If you plan on coming with your scooter or hiring a scooter, it's fine. You can come any time of day.
There's 2 ways for you to get here. Either you come by car or by scooter. If you have a scooter, you can just come all the way down here. There's a parking lot right here behind me, and I think there's a small parking fee that you have to pay. If you have a car, you need to stop right there at the top, somewhere there, and you either walk down or you hire one of the local people to take you down by scooter. We walked down and it wasn't too difficult, it didn't take too long. It will definitely though be a bit more difficult on the way up.
Yeah, the way up is quite steep, so maybe make sure to wear some sneakers or something because it can be a bit slippery as well.
We saw all kinds of interesting sea creatures, starting from something I would say is a combination between starfish and octopus. It's probably a starfish.
Yeah, probably. Tiny
That
crabs as well. And a lot of algae.
it looks great. I mean, look at that.
Yeah, it's
Look how
beautiful.
green it is.
And you can see the sunset.
Yeah, so we're just gonna go for a walk. We'll wait for sunset. Probably wait on the beach.
If you prefer some privacy and want to sunbathe during the day, just come to this beach. There aren't a lot of people. During sunset, it tends to be more crowded, but it doesn't compare to other popular beaches in Uluwatu.
Definitely not. For example, Dreamland or Bingin are far more crowded during sunset. So far, we're really liking this place for sunset. We've only been here during the day a couple of times, and we still haven't seen this with a high tide, so we still have to come again. Right there behind me, you can see that building. That is actually a local warung. I can't speak for the food, but we've had drinks here before. We've had a beer before, and you know, it's a really nice place, really cozy, clean, and it's great to hang out a bit in the shade. And right there at the top above it, there's another small building where you can even have a shower if you want to, and there's a nice clean toilet. There are amenities for you to enjoy a full day at the beach if that's what you want to do. So Laura is right now filming. There is a guy on the wing of a plane, which is right there at the top behind me somewhere there. As far as I know, that's an Airbnb you can rent out, and you can just walk out on the wing.
As far as we've seen, this beach is the cleanest one that we've ever been to in Uluwatu. I mean, in Bali.
Yeah.
You can really tell that they take care of it, and they clean it.
No, it looks great. There's no plastic anywhere. I mean, beaches do tend to get a bit dirty with the high tide, so right now it's not the case, but this actually looks beautiful.
This is absolutely the most beautiful place to catch sunset, and it's so unique. I've never seen any beach like it.
Look at this beautiful sunset behind me. Also, a little side note, this is one of the few places in Bali we've seen that has literally no reception whatsoever on your phone. So while you're here, you will definitely be disconnected from any sort of distraction. We are now at Bingin Beach here close to Uluwatu. This is one of the most famous beaches here and one of the most sought after areas to stay in when you arrive in this part of Bali. The beach is absolutely gorgeous and has all these amazing hotels and villas on the cliffside. They look like,
Almost,
I don't know.
Greece-like.
yeah, a bit like Greece or Italy or yeah, very Mediterranean.
Yeah. This is a great beach to catch sunset. They have a lot of warungs and restaurants along the cliffs, and you have a beautiful view of the sunset. Some of the restaurants also lay out chairs and tables along the beach, and you can just have dinner or some drinks and feel the sand underneath your feet. The beach has a more shabby look to it, but it has a lot of character, and yeah, it's very popular. This beach for sure is one of the more unique ones in Bali, I would say.
So one other thing worth noting here is If you do come here to sunbathe, make sure you bring towels. We haven't seen any sunbeds, so I don't think you can hire one.
And also worth noting, if you're staying at one of the hotels or villas on the cliffs, maybe don't pack a lot of luggage because it's not very accessible to go up and down the stairs with all the luggage.
Right now, we're actually gonna go get a
Beer.
cold beer at one of the places here. So let's go.
A great place to relax by the beach is Bingin Ombak Warung. We've never had food here, we've only stopped by for drinks, but the vibe is great, prices are super affordable, and we love catching sunset here. If you prefer a more panoramic view of the beach and the sunset, you can stop higher up on the cliff at Temple Lodge. This is a hotel, but you can go in as a guest just for food or drinks. It's totally worth going here because the views are insane.
This right here is Uluwatu Beach. This is, I think, one of our favorite spots.
Especially if you come in the morning, there's not a lot of people and you can really enjoy the beach.
Later in the day, you would normally find here quite a bit of crowds. It's not a large beach, but it tends to get busy. And also later in the day, you have quite a few vendors.
Yeah, because they don't have any sunbeds here to rent, so make sure to either bring your own towel or you can buy one from the vendors. Just be careful when you go in the water because the currents tend to be strong.
I do, however, want to go in for a swim, but the waves are quite strong here. So what we'll do is we'll go through the secret passageway onto the beach next door, and hopefully I can go in for a swim there. We are now here at Sunuban Beach. I haven't seen anything like this in Bali.
And it's empty.
Yeah, it's empty.
I mean, with the exception of a few people, yeah.
There's a few fishermen as well. It's very early in the morning.
That beach gets so busy and then you go through this
Yeah.
through this cave and like there's an empty beach.
There are two cool spots right at the top of the cliffs next to this beach. Single Fin is a well-known surfers hangout spot with a pool, restaurant and bar, and the sunset views here are incredible. Right next to it, there's a new Italian place called La Terrazza, which also has a great vibe, amazing views, and even live music.
So we are now on Melasti Beach here in the south of the Bukit Peninsula in Ungasan. This is probably one of the most popular beaches in this area, and it's, I think, the longest or one of the longest ones that you can actually walk on from end to end almost. There's so many different beach clubs along the beach here. There's Sundays, there's Karma, there's Palmilla, White Rock. There's so many different ones.
Palmilla is our favorite pool club set on this beach. They have a pool, beautiful Tulum-inspired design, but slightly higher prices. Sundays is another popular option. They don't have a pool, however, they have loads of sunbeds and beanbags. The service is very good and they also do movie nights on the beach. Karma Beach Club is slightly more affordable. They also don't have a pool, but the vibe is great and they have evening entertainment on the beach. We've also made a more in-depth video about our favorite beach clubs in Uluwatu, so make sure to check that out. All in all, this is a very beautiful beach, and if you're in Uluwatu, it's definitely worth coming here.
We just arrived here at Padang Padang Beach, which is arguably the most famous beach here in Uluwatu.
The beach gained its fame after being featured in the movie Eat, Pray, Love. There was a whole scene with Julia Roberts and Javier Bardem right next to us in the movie.
One of the main reasons why you should come here to this beach is the fact that the water is absolutely beautiful. This incredible turquoise color, it's absolutely unique. The sand is very fine as well, and it's just an amazing place to come and sunbathe. The waves are not too strong close to the beach. However, it is a very famous surfing spot as well.
Both professional and beginner surfers love to come here. It's a good surfing spot because of the long waves, and there's a lot of surfing shacks on the beach where you can rent surfboards from.
This is probably one of the more crowded beaches here in Uluwatu. There are no sunbeds here, but you can rent umbrellas. You can bring your own towel or you can buy a sarong from here. But it does get very crowded here, so I would suggest definitely come well before lunchtime if you want to find a good spot. There's places to buy coconuts and beers and water from. There's toilets as well, so you can have a full day here and even stay all the way until sunset because it's a beautiful, beautiful sunset spot. Beach is not that well known. We've been here before once just to see what it looks like, but we didn't actually spend any time.
It's right next to Padang Padang Beach, so it's like a 3-minute car ride. And I think there are quite a few stairs going down to the beach. Hopefully not too many.
If you do come here and you spend more time, just know that outside, right at the main road, there's some of the best restaurants and cafes in Uluwatu are all here within walking distance. So it's a good thing to know. Just coming down the stairs now, and oh my god, this view is absolutely incredible. White sand, it's not even blue water, it's like, what is that? Turquoise? Green? We just came all the way down here to Thomas Beach. We rented a couple of sunbeds. It was fairly affordable, 100,000 for both of them. The beach looks amazing. It's very similar to Padang Padang. maybe a bit more pebbly, a little bit.
Yeah. And there aren't a lot of waves here, so I'm guessing that's why there aren't surfers at all.
It's obviously still a developing area, so I would assume in a couple of years this place will be packed with people. But for now, this is still a beautiful spot where you can avoid the crowds a bit.
And they have quite a few amenities in the back, places where you can buy drinks and stuff. How is it?
Um, it's a bit more corally than I thought it would be. It's not. I realized some of the other people were wearing shoes in the water, so I get why. I don't know. I don't love it. I really like it. I don't love it yet. I don't know. But it's obviously great because it's so quiet and there's so few people.
I mean, it's great for snorkeling, I guess.
It's great for snorkeling. It is. Probably one of the best ones for snorkeling. It's very warm. The water is perfect for swimming. Also, I haven't seen this in any other beach here, but it's very mossy as well. Very mossy, if that's a word. I don't know. It's just like we're almost always stepping on some sort of vegetation thingy. I like it because it's very different to all the other ones. Another thing worth mentioning is there's no entrance fee to come here. Okay, now we are ready to head home. I can see how you could spend the whole day here. There's loads of space. You can take really long walks down the beach, which is great. I definitely recommend coming here and just enjoy the fact that it's different and it's less developed than other places.
Although it's very close to central Uluwatu.
So I think we've seen all the beaches that we've set out to see. And out of all of them, which one would you say is your favorite?
My favorite one was Green Ball. Although it's a virgin beach and there aren't amenities at all on the beach, but I would say that was my favorite one.
I would probably say mine was, I don't know, somehow I really like the colors of Niang Niang. I genuinely think that every single beach that we've seen is different and they're all worth seeing. If you have the time, depending on what kind of vibe you're looking for, there's something for everybody for sure.
This is the end of our Uluwatu beach tour. Make sure to check out our other videos about Uluwatu.
And don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons.